Hey, this is Empress Zinga, and today we are down at the National Cultural Foundation, and we are peeping in on a dance intensive hosted by the Barbados Dance Project. With me from Jamaica, we have Renee. Hi, Renee, what's going on?
Hi, I'm good. I'm having a great time in Barbados. It's amazing.
Tell me now, how is as I can see everybody here splitting and lifting and doing a lot of things. How has the workshop been going?
It's been going amazing. I've had a room full of really well-trained dancers every single day. So it's been really easy for me to demonstrate exercises to them and have them execute it well. And it wasn't surprising to me at all, but it was impressive, to walk in and not really be sure who's going to show up and then have it be really well-trained dancers. That's great. They've been working very hard. I have my exercises go progressively more difficult every single day. So every day they come and they're like, But they work hard and they've been doing everything really great. I'm more than halfway through my piece because I'm also doing a new piece of choreography. I'm more than halfway through that. So hopefully I'll finish that by either today or tomorrow.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself, because you ain't from out here, from Jamaica, but but you've been doing some phenomenal stuff overseas as well as in your own country. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, like you said, I'm a Jamaican choreographer. I've been choreographing since 2009. In Jamaica, and then in 2017 I got the opportunity to choreograph with Ailey 2, which is the second company to the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theatre, and that's so very exciting for me. I'm still so grateful about that. And that is in New York City. I did a piece for them last year and they've been touring with it, and I've been able to travel to go and watch them and make corrections and all these things, so that's been great. I've choreographed in Jamaica for several companies. I won't bother to list them now because it's like a lot. Yeah, it's what I love. It's really and truly my passion. It comes naturally to me. Every time I hear music, I just start seeing these people in my head start to dance. So I just feel like it's something that has become a real part of me, and I'm just very excited to be able to take that to Barbados, which is, Barbados is the only other Caribbean country that I've ever visited. So, but it's not my first time here. But it's just very exciting to come and bring that from Jamaica and from New York here.
How you find the dance culture here in Barbados? Is it different to, I know we're all Caribbean people, but is the language and the movement of the body here different to the language and the body of Jamaica?
I would say that what I find similar is that you have a room full of dancers. So like say we have 20 dancers here today. Every one of them has their own unique genre that they are used to, so like I have an amazing dancer in the piece called Nandi, and I know Nandi is used to doing not what I do, which is like modern, but then immediately she comes in and she slays the modern choreography. So the versatility is something that I've been impressed with. I wouldn't say that there's been that much of a difference in terms of the in-studio culture here. But I was talking to Stephanie about this as well, is that generally I noticed that there are a lot of groups and a lot of studios that do really good training and perform when they're called. But I noticed that I haven't seen, and I don't know if maybe I'm just in the dark, but I haven't seen like a Barbados dance company who has steady rehearsals and steady classes and training all year, and then that leads to a season that happens every single year, so like every November that this company is going to have a show where they book a theater and rent the tickets, and I can fly to Barbados and come and watch, so that's the only thing that I can see that is really a difference between the Jamaican dance culture and the Barbados dance culture.
Well, thanks so much, Renee, for coming to Barbados and doing this fantastic workshop. They're well trained. They're still going through their movements.
They are well trained. Like I'm giving them some really technically difficult exercises, and they're executing like really and truly. But yeah, and then I just want to say as well that I should be back in September because the Company Dance Theatre, which is a company that I used to dance for in Jamaica, which I still choreograph for and work technically with, we're coming back to Barbados in September to have our season here So that should be like
That's a nice collaborative thing between Barbados and Jamaica.
Right. So that's the first time I ever came to Barbados was 2016 when we did our tour here for the first time. And so we're back again this year. And I will be back on the beach, also working, but we're very excited about that. I really encourage people to come out to that show because you get to watch what we're doing and we get to come and see what you're doing. We're going to teach master classes as usual and get to exchange with the people of Barbados, and the people of Barbados get to exchange with the dancers of Jamaica. So it's a very, very, very exciting opportunity and I'm just ready for it.
Guys, go and check out the Barbados Dance Project. They are on Facebook, and you can also contact Dr. John Hunte for more information about what is going on throughout the season of the Barbados Dance Project. Renee, thank you so much for being here, for coming to Barbados and being a part of our culture.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and so grateful to be working with these dancers and the Barbados Dance Project. Thanks a lot.
We are back and we are here now with John Hunte, Dr. John Hunte. GineOn.
I'm good, how are you?
I ain't short. Tell me what GineOn here now today.
Oh, well, we're in the second week of our winter intensive. We had invited Renee McDonald to be a part of our intensive this year. She's actually going through a choreographer process with them. And out of that, we're seeing how the young people are progressing in terms of taking on what it means to be a professional dancer in Barbados and in the Caribbean. And from that, we're looking to see who we can take on tour with us to Jamaica. We have gotten some funds from Arts and Sports Promotion Fund towards airfare. A kind, wonderful benefactor has offered us a place to stay in Jamaica. So it is on. So it's only left us now to figure out who we can take. And we also have opportunities to perform here. There'll be other opportunities to perform during the year, and then we have our big intensive where Jamal comes down from Germany in August.
Now, you mentioned Jamal. I remember when that fateful year when you were trying to get funds to start this project and you guys were online with the GoFundMe and whatnot. How the response was for getting this all together? Was it positive?
So this one was very positive in two ways. This is our fifth season, going into this fifth season. We were able, because of the work we had done in the last 4 years in building our brand and the help of the many people who have contributed to the crowdfunding, we were able to create a proposal that was very appealing. So Arts and Sports came on board. We also, because we know that we couldn't really tackle people, to contribute twice a year, we actually encouraged the young people who are here to contribute to their own training. And so the registration fee was quite reasonable, $100 or $150 depending on when they paid. And then we have evening classes where people pay $50 to be a part of the workshop. And we have been very, very lucky and very successful in that regard.
Could you tell me who were some of the invited tutors from overseas that came in?
So since we started in 2014, Jamal have invited friends of his that have been part of his process and his training. But it was at Juilliard School, so people like Nigel Campbell, Vanessa Velicios, Meali, those are the two people who worked with him when he was at Ballet Hispanico. Then Chanel De Silva. We've also had Julia Headley, who is a Barbadian now performing in Germany with him, who has come in to teach as well. And during the year, we've had people like Tara Jane Herbert, and as well as Stephanie Takai and myself. We've also been helping the process along. We're hoping to engage other people. Mary Wade, who has been a stalwart in teaching of dance in Barbados over the years, and was a member of the Pearl Primus Dance Company, is willing to come to the dance project to see how she can mount a piece of pearls on the group. So that's also very exciting.
What are your thoughts or your vision for Barbados Dance Project in the coming years?
I would listen very carefully to Renee talk about the idea of a national dance company, and of course we know the challenges that entails with doing something like that. Barbados Dance Theatre, the company has been around since 1968, and it's been increasingly difficult for them to sustain the funds and the interests to have an annual season. But I do think that with this pushing of what is this new initiative and having that being taken on and empowered by the young people themselves, I'm hoping that all the other parties, private and public sector, will see that it's necessary to have our identity being shown on stage, on a dedicated stage, on an annual basis, and that it can be lucrative. We have a lot of people who are interested in seeing dance. We have a lot of people interested in coming out to the arts. I think we have a strong product that can compete with what is coming in from overseas and what we see on the internet and on subscription TV, but we just need now to get ourselves back into that promoting of our own identity mode, you know. So I think that we're on that road. We have a lot of goodwill. That's what I want to say. We have a lot of goodwill. We just have to get people not to dream big and not to get out of these boxes. You know, we artists, we don't believe in boxes anyway. So I mean, so we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna keep knocking those doors.
As you should.
Knock down a couple, dismantle until we get to the place where we can all be happy.
Maybe.
All right.
That's all.